we'll probably pick up from let's go Victor Wembanyama first. We
Yeah,
we talked about it during the regular pod. France is a basketball crazy country, only getting better. They happen to have
yeah.
the top prospect in the world. What's that like living there now, knowing that pretty much globally everybody's caught on to him by now? France obviously has known about him for a while, but what's it like kind of being on the ground there and following day to day and what you get to see from him?
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, obviously him playing in the first division, I get to see all, what he's doing, but it's crazy to me to see the transition of how America's seeing him now. Because now NBA TV just picked up only his games in France. So people are like watching, basketball over there now. But it's just like that's crazy to me to think they're only watching one player's games in Europe, and the NBA is picking up the games. So that should just give you, all you need to say about how special this guy is, and asking all my teammates and all of them. I mean, what else can you say? The guy's seven, however tall he is, 6'7", 7'5", that can shoot, dribble. It's nuts, man. And they know it. I mean, everybody here they know how good he is. And obviously the only thing about him was people would say is like injuries or stuff like that. But that's with everybody, obviously. So stays healthy, man. I don't see him not being successful. I don't know how that's possible with what he's showing right now because like I said, he's 7'5" and dribbles like he's a guard and shoots threes like he can and blocks shots. Not even offensively. It's just like what he can be on defense. He can guard 1 through 5. I mean, come on, man. He's sick.
Yeah, I've heard some
He's
people.
sick.
You're always looking for basketball is a term where you start hearing about unicorn, but some people are like unicorn's not right. Something like along the lines of like Martian or something like that's
Yeah,
probably
he's yeah. Like LeBron said, we've heard unicorn, but this guy is he's not he's not nothing that I think the game has ever seen before. And that's putting a lot of pressure on him. But he seems like the guy. I don't know him, but he wants to play. He just had his first with the national team in a little. I don't know what qualifiers they're playing in right now, but he's had like 20 some. So I mean, like 10 rebounds. I mean, it's just he's the ultra talent in this not in this draft, but probably for years to come. He's sick. I mean,
for sure.
look at the other guy back in America, the guard Henderson.
Yep.
He's really good, and he makes him like, oh, okay. Well, we know who's getting picked number one. It's not even a question at this point, and so that should just give you how great this player could be, and hopefully he has a magical career because it would be awesome to see. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and so as far as like from this is an interesting question. So like, what's his reception like within the country? I mean, is there a great sense of pride? Because like on the one hand, they have had a lot of good players recently. I mean, like there's plenty in the NBA right now, but
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
the fact that he's like a generational talent. What's kind of like the hype around him like within the country, like or the
Yeah.
feeling towards him?
I think it's the same thing as me. Like the way I feel, talking with my teammates and stuff, obviously you can just feel like, oh, he's the number one pick. It's all the same. I think it's like how we feel about him is just how they are. They know, obviously, like you said, Francis had great basketball players. They have many great basketball players there, but I think that they understand that he could be how he could be one of the best ever to play. I mean, you've had Tony Parker's obviously probably the best French player ever, so that's a tough guy to try to pass up in the terms of the NBA. But with the hype around him now, I would say they think he could be the best, and I think everyone here, even in America, like can feel the same way. I think it's all on the same boat here. I don't think I've never gotten a situation where the French people were like, "Oh, maybe he's not going to." No, I think they know and they're excited to watch him, and we talk about him all the time. It's just like, what is this guy? Could you imagine guarding this guy? Could you imagine trying to game plan for this guy? Shooting one legged threes and stuff. I don't know, man. I've never seen it. It's like an NBA 2K player that
Like the
shouldn't even
create
be
your
able
own
to.
player, yeah.
Yeah, create your own player that in the game now you can it's hard to even create a guy like that. They wouldn't even let you create a guy like that. So it's like what? It's sick, man. It's sick.
Maybe that's an alternative that we should just call him. We'll
Yeah,
just call him the create your own player, because
yeah,
you're turning the
he's a
skills all the
creative
way to
player.
99.
99, 99. He puts the gameplay on super easy. I think it's just everything. And he's hopefully. I don't want to. He's still got a lot to live up to, but right now, following basketball as much as I do and watching players and stuff like that, I've never seen somebody like this, and that's all I do over here is watch games and read and do all this stuff. It's sick. And Europe basketball is crazy right now. Look at all the MVPs. Look at all. It's just crazy right now. How good basketball is over here that people don't know about.
Yeah, and here's the interesting question for you. If you had to find something wrong with his game, or not something wrong with his game, but something you're like, he needs to work on this, what would you say?
I would say he needs to rebound better. Probably he's 7'5". He could probably get 15 a game. Probably that side. He fouls. He's a foul. He gets in foul trouble. I think maybe a little bit, but I mean that might be the only two things. And he still gets 10 rebounds a game, so or 9, 8. So I don't know what else. It's very minimal things. Maybe we'll see. I mean, the only guy in the NBA I think matches up with him that is you know the Greek freak. Giannis. I think he's probably the only guy you'd be like, yeah, he'd have problems with him because that's to me that's the best player on earth right now is him, and probably Luca. I don't know,
Yeah,
close one too.
it'd be hard to
It's
argue
close.
against that. And
Yeah,
again,
it's like
this is the reason why I asked you, is just like, everybody's pretty much raving about him, and all of it's well deserved, but really trying to find something wrong, or something that he needs to work. I don't even want to say wrong from his game, because like you said, he's still probably getting about 10 rebounds a game. That's not
yeah,
bad.
maybe that.
Yeah.
Maybe that. Maybe he needs. I don't know because I don't think he. People would talk about how little he is and his frame, but it's like, is that really going to matter to him? The way it's not like his length. He has like a 9-foot wingspan, so like, well, that's not even going to affect anything unless he's playing against Rudy Gobert, people that another French guy that's
Hmm.
backing him down, but they don't play like that no more. So he's going to have free. I'm excited to see it next year to see how he plays in the league because the league's different than Europe, and he's playing crazy in Europe. And he's going to
Yep.
have way more space. You've seen how he played in the G League when he played the Ignite team. It's like that's how it's going to be for him. And look what he did there. Obviously, he's not playing against all NBA guys, but he's not playing against terrible people either. So
Like you said, the second pick
yeah,
in the draft is on that team, or likely
yeah,
second
that's
pick. So
yeah, probably. I mean, I think so. He looked great too, and I'm like, the way he looks is like, dang, he's a great player too. But look at this guy's
yeah,
sick, man. He's unreal. Like I said, we said the created 2K player. He's that and more. Hopefully, I just want him to have. Hopefully, knock on wood, stays healthy, all the things, and gets in a situation that's right for him. But you'd be crazy not to give him the keys to the team as soon as he gets there,
exactly.
especially in the NBA with the way the spacing and shooting, and he's going to be hopefully one of the better players. Hopefully, we'll see.
Hello, and thanks for watching. Be sure to give the video a like, and you can watch more videos over here. You can also click subscribe over here, so you're notified when we have new content here on Expat Hoops.